guys, it's Jen. All right, so I'm super excited. I don't know if I'm pretty sure I showed the cover of this journal. This is my first multi-signature journal that I've bound, that I've made. I've done a couple others, but they're all just single signature, meaning there's only one grouping of paper, so there's only one like row of stitching. But this one has 4 signatures, so 4 groups of paper. Boop, 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 boop. Yeah. So I've been putting this off for a long time because it's, you know, a little intimidating as someone new to bookbinding, but I really, really wanted to make this journal. This is from like a Hostess snack cake package, and I just thought it was hilarious. And somebody recently pointed out to me why it's called Hoopies, because it's whoopie pies. So they're supposed to be like a W, but they did it with an H, I assume, because Hostess and Hoopies, you know, play on words. But yeah, I thought it was just hilarious, the word Hoopies. And then I love the colors. I'm all about the bright colors. So I'm like, I'm gonna make a bright colored journal. And then I got looking and I had this cool paper pack. Hang on, I think I have it right here actually. Oh no, maybe not. My cat came around, so I had to like move a bunch of crap out of his way so he could get, oh wait, here it is. Nope, that's not it. Anyway, yeah, so I had a pack of paper that was, here it is. So it's junk food. I didn't know where I got this, but it might have been at like a yard sale or something. And I mean, what are you gonna do with junk food? With junk food scrapbooking paper, right? Love the pickles. So yeah, I came up with the idea to do a bright colored junk food journal. And so I had like, yeah, all kinds of different papers and everything. I'll show you anyway. So I got the pages all put together, the signatures, and then I went through and I sewed little trim on some of them, which was a whole adventure in itself. I went to work one night and sewed them on, but what I had done with some of these trims was I stuck them on with double-sided tape first. Oh, that one's not even sewed. Whoops. I stuck them on with double-sided tape first, and my sewing machine did not like double-sided sticky tape. Do not do that. I think maybe you can glue them if you want to, and then let the glue dry completely, and you probably sew through that fine. But what I ended up doing with the rest of them was I just kind of like held it on as I sewed. So yeah. So I did that. I think what a lot of journalers do is they completely like decorate their pages first. Like they'll put in like their pockets and tuck spots and all that first. Because it would be easier to do it on a blank page than when the journal's put together, but I was just too excited. And honestly, I haven't really decided. I haven't come up with what I'm going to put in the journal yet. I've got to kind of sit down and spread out my pages all around me, my like junk journal ephemera and stuff. Yeah, but here, I just bound this. I'm so excited. I shoved the binding needle in my finger, and that really sucks. But I mean, I sew for a living, and I shove pins in my fingers multiple times a day. I come up with many swear words. Oh, there's like a little blob of glue. So yeah, what I did, I took the Hostess Hoopies package, and it was pretty flimsy. It was like a cereal cardboard or whatever. And I glued inside some heavier chipboard, or no, it's like a cardboard. I think it was more packaging from Costco. It was a box, but it was like more of a cardboard. It was like corrugated, and it was like really stiff. So I glued that inside in little squares. You can find bookbinding tutorials how to make book covers. So I did one there, front and back cover, and then I did one in the middle for the spine, and then you leave a little gap. So then I covered it with this pretty wrapping paper that I had bought for my friend Char's birthday party, because it's cupcakes and unicorns and rainbows. It's awesome. And then on the inside, usually like you can use bookbinding, you get like a fabric, and it'll make the spine way more durable. But what I went and did, I used duct tape, because duct tape is super durable. So, and I had this pretty rainbow duct tape, so that's what I used. So, all right, I'm gonna go through. I went through my ephemera collections and took out all the junk foodie stuff. So I've got magazine pages. Isn't that so cool? And then when pages weren't, because I mean, they need to be like this wide for the size of my journal. Well, actually that one's a little shorter. It's a junk journal, so some of the pages are shorter or whatever. They're all the same this way, I believe, if I remember correctly. Yeah, but then this way they're not. So this one, it was only a short page, so what I did was I sewed it. On this side, I kind of glued it over, but then here, well, I guess I glued, but some of the places I sewed like 2 pages together. So that one's got a magazine page attached to a scrapbooking page. I didn't want the crease right in the middle where they join though, so I moved it over a bit. But yeah, so that, and I got some ribbons and different, like, these were like 6x6 scrapbooking papers. Scrapbooking papers. This was from a reproduction Sears Roebuck catalog that a friend of mine gave me. Pretty. I mean, that one's kind of a little out of place, but I'm gonna like color it up. I just thought it was really pretty. And it kind of, you know, it goes, it's colory. Scrapbook of paper, some little cutesy lace, and I used all, did I put that page in upside down? I put that page in upside down. I thought I was so careful. Oh my god, okay, so don't do this. That page is upside down. But why? That actually doesn't have an up and down. You know what, that's what I did. I looked at that and I was like, I wanted to switch it around, and I was like, oh, that one doesn't have an up and down. We're good. Not thinking to check the other side. I'll just make sure to cover that with, you know, like a tuck spot or tags or whatever. Good job, me. This is some Jane Davenport. She has like a tissue paper. It's not even tissue paper. It's like a, I think this might be what's called deli paper. In the States they have it. I can't find it up here for the life of me. Up here in Canada. But yeah, it was a pack of like collage-y paper or whatever. So I thought that was really pretty. More scrapbooking paper. Like, what would I ever do with that, really? Love, love, love this one. And then I embellish, yeah, like a little folded piece of satin ribbon. More scrapbooking paper, ribbon. Totally put that upside down. Okay. Just really bright, bright, colorful papers. Folded over some twill tape. More cool scrapbooking paper. This is like wrapping paper. I'll show you this one too. It's, I got it at, I believe it was HomeSense Winners. Oh, maybe not because there's no tag on it, but okay. It's Meat Parade wrapping paper book. No word of a lie. Isn't this hilarious? And the funny thing is, I've used a lot of it, like to wrap people's, I don't know how come I haven't used the olive loaf. Like, isn't that the grossest thing ever? I don't know why I haven't used all of it yet, because it's pretty hilarious. Yeah, so, but I have used a lot of it, and I used a couple pages in here. Yeah. So I'm always on the lookout for just weird things like this. It's like, okay, I'm definitely going to do something with that. Well, that one I bought to use as wrapping paper, yeah, before I got into journaling and stuff. All right, so there's the hot dog page. So yeah, I just glued it on the back of the scrapbooking paper because this was like thin, like wrapping paper, right? But now this one's from a vintage cookbook, and it's pretty thin. You got to be careful. You don't want to, you know, some of the pages are thinner, but it's not, it's vintage cookbook, but it's not like browned and crumbling or anything. It's in like pretty good shape. And then scrapbooking paper, more scrapbooking paper. This one I did glue a little envelope on that one because I was like, oh, I had these envelopes and I was like, I know right where that's going to go. And this is a little like sticker sheet, a sheet of sticker. I think I got it at the dollar store. It's all jelly beans. I use this actually. This is a scrap. I used it to cover the case my crochet hooks are in. So yeah, I had a little scrap left. Ice cream, scrapbooking paper. This magazine page, isn't that cool? That is like, it's like the star of my journal, seriously. And then I got this piece. It was a little, like a, I guess not super vintage cookbook. And these were the divider pages. So I left the little tab on there. I love the color. Scrapbook and paper. A good friend of mine had gotten me a book, like a coffee table type book of matchbook covers, which, like vintage matchbook covers, which are really cool. So I hope she doesn't mind. I totally cut that book up. I've been using that for everything. I love the images. Love, love. And I even had some things that match, like little limes or whatever. I guess citrus isn't junk food, but I love the colors. So they went. I mean, you know, like cherries too. It's not really junk food, but you know, things went. And it's nice to have somewhere to use like these. That's a ribbon. Okay. Oop. There we go. And I tore that page. I'll probably ink it up. Do some aging. Scrapbooking. I don't scrapbook. I haven't scrapbooked in quite a few years because scrapbooking for me, it takes me like a full day to do one page. It's just so, I don't know. I'm so anal about it. Anyway, so I stopped scrapbooking, but I have these papers, and I mean, what are you going to do with these? It's made for a full page 12 by 12 spread, right? So I'll cut them up, put them in here. And this was my first time doing the little handmade ruffles. You just kind of ruffle them as you sew. So cute. Love those. And this was like out of my scrap bin like this. It was a little punched ice cream thing. Cover from a vintage cookbook. This one, yeah, okay, that's what I said hasn't been sewn. I might take this back into work, but it's got double-sided tape on it. I might take it back into work and, oh, maybe I glued it down. I think I did. We'll see how it holds up. I might have to take it back into work and sew it. All right, more seam binding, some funky yarn. This was a napkin. So that's like, maybe I should have put that as like a middle spread so you could see the whole thing. It's like half of the napkin. Hand painted paper. I don't have a lot of hand painted paper in here. I don't know why. This, yeah, this is it was like a paper pad and it was placemats. So like kids are supposed to draw, you know, different things on it or whatever. I thought that was really cool. More seam binding. That kind of ripped when I put it on, but that's okay. I'll cover it up. More trim. More little ruffles. I love the ruffles. Just some really bright paper. Love that paper. I think that was from like it's like an origami type book or whatever. I had got some, I forget who I was watching. It was some girl that does hauls. Sorry, I don't remember who you are. And she was talking about, she gets a lot of books to use for collage at the dollar store. So I went and like, they have some gorgeous books. So yeah, this is beautiful. But on the other side, it wasn't really something usable. So I just glued it to a scrapbooking page. So, and it made it really super sturdy. A little cotton candy with some little vintage daisy trim. This goes really well. Piece of vellum, because you know, yay vellum. This is also from a dollar store book. I think that one might be from the same one actually. Some like hand painted ribbon. Is that upside down? Oh no, it's because this, yeah, it's because I put that upside down. Yeah, okay. I glued this in upside down, like attached it to this without realizing it was upside down. I was just like, oh, the watermelons look best that way, because the watermelons were already, I had already stuck them to this page. This page was made like forever ago. So I'm like, oh yeah, I'll use the watermelon page. And then so I'm like, hey, try to position it. I'm like, hey, it looks best like that. And I stick it in and then, yeah. Oh, it's because this is upside down. But that's upside down because it's a calendar, a flip up calendar. So this is right side up. See? That's right side up. So if that's right side up, then the inside page is, oh, I had that glued on, is upside down. So yeah, vintage Pepsi ad from a vintage magazine. That is real vintage. Cute, cute trim. I have a lot of vintage trim, which is nice now that I junk journal. I've just been kind of collecting it. More fun colors. I love this one. That is very like candy. I have some candy wrappers too. I think I'll try to work some of them in. I love that. Like the teal, blue, and orange. They're complementary colors, so they work wonderfully together. Ta-da! So that's, yeah, that's it. It's a little bit off down here. It's a little bit uneven, but I mean, it still sits straight, so that's good. And yeah. I bound it with baker's twine, which I hope will hold. I'm really not sure. But because it's cotton, so cotton will, if exposed to light and sun and stuff, will rot over time. But I'm not too worried about it. If it does happen, I can just sew it back in. So you just sew it like, boop. There's my little, yeah. Cool, eh? So I'm excited. Yeah, I'm going to make some, like I said, I'm not sure what I'm going to make. Like I've got to sit down and figure out, like, you know, make some pockets and some tags and all kinds of things. Just kind of spread everything out and find something to cover that because I'm a genius. How did I do that? No. Of course. Yep. Something's got to go wrong, right? Yeah, so that is my first multi-signature, 4 signatures, and there's 6 pages, I think, per signature. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, so 24 pages, so 48 like pages. One, like if they're numbered pages, 1, 2, 3, kind of thing, whatever. Okay, yeah, so that is my journal, and I'm really happy with it. Even though it's a little wonky, I'm very, very happy. And I can't wait to decorate it because it's so beautiful and colorful. Love, love, love colors. Yeah, so if you like the video, please hit the like button, and if you're not yet, please hit subscribe and then turn on the little bell so you'll be notified when I post a new video. And yeah, I will post an update once I have some ephemera made for it, like some, you know, inserts and things. And yeah, thanks for watching. Bye-bye.